Alright, g'day guys and gals, welcome back to another episode of Scotty's Reviews, where I review albums from local bands. Anyways, let's crack straight into it. So, up next we have Ragdoll. Let's see if I can get this without too much of a reflection there. So, Ragdoll, and it's Back to Zero. Now, I've actually picked this up on CD as well as vinyl. Now, the vinyl does have a few bonus tracks, so I'm going to work off the track listing that's on the CD. But I do want to show you the vinyl, and I just so happen to have it down here. So there we go. I feel like Wilson at the moment. So it has a very cool, different. Right, there we go. Let's do that. So very cool picture there. Very cool poster, and that included as well. Love the artwork on it. So I believe that is actual a photo of stars and whatnot in space. Oh, you can see my lovely cat deciding to have a bit of a clean there in the background. Now the vinyl is also actually splatter vinyl. So if you have a look at that there, let's try and get that without reflection. So it looks very, very cool. So yeah, as I say, the vinyl does have a couple of bonus tracks. Apparently the album was too long to put on a single LP. And wasn't quite enough to do a double, so they've included some bonus tracks and stuff, which is cool. Anyways, let's get into this. Back to Zero. Straight up, this thing here is one of my favourite album releases of recent times. I'm actually going to go as far to say this was my favourite album of last year. I discovered it last year. It was released 2016, I think. But yeah, so anyways, like, look, I as I say, I picked it up last year. So I'm putting it up against the albums like Rainy Year Fog from Alice in Chains, and also the new Slash and Miles Kennedy album that came out last year. This for me excited me way much more than what either of those albums did. And I was trying to think back of releases throughout the year, if there was any album, as I say, that actually, for me, got me more excited, and no, this did. Before I even get into sort of track listings and stuff, I've been trying to rack my brain as to how best to describe it. And I can name 100 different bands that I can like hear influenced in the music. Or influences of in the music, but there's no one band that I can just say, oh, it sounds like this, or even trying to say, oh, it's a little bit like this and a little bit like that. It's really hard to actually like put a label on them. And the only way I can describe it is that they sound like Ragdoll. They've got this really, really cool sound. It's heavy. So it's like heavy metal, but it's got a bit of pop in there, and it's got rock in there, and Ryan's vocals are absolutely killer, man. Yeah. So vocal wise, absolutely really killer. It's got grit in there, but it's also smooth, and you can hit some notes, and lyrically the album's really, really solid as well. Vocally, as I say, really, really solid. Guitar-wise, Leon is an absolute monster of a player. His solos just blow me away. They're flash enough to impress, but always within the context of the song. There's never any time when you just sort of think, oh yeah, he's just twiddling to make it look fancy. It's just everything that's played really, really does add to the song. So, look, you start the album out, and you get this atmospheric introduction of the titled after the album, so Back to Zero. and it's almost a little Pink Floyd-ish in just that it's the spacey, trippy, and then all of a sudden the vocals kick in for Shine. And as soon as you hear that, you kind of realise you're in for a bit of an epic journey. From that, it then cranks on to my favourite track probably out of the album, which is Playing God. Absolutely, yeah, just for me, it's got everything in it. It's listen to it for yourself and say, yeah, I can't do it justice just trying to describe it. Another standout track for me, Rewind Your Mind. Absolutely love it. It's got a killer groove to it. The Last Time, another great album, and almost so lyrically, when was the last time you did something for the first time? So really, it's a song that's sort of trying to get you to make you think. And Love on the Run, for me, that's another album. That's probably the closest out of the album for me that sort of that shows its 80s heritage and the influences of the 80s music. So for me, yeah, very, very cool. I like it. It's like coming home a little bit. And then just for shits and giggles, the song Kung Foolery has some really awesome like funk playing in it. But it just takes you on, yeah. So the whole album takes you on a journey. As I say, for me, this is the best album I've heard last year, and probably in the last couple of years as well. So I was lucky enough to see these guys open for Living Colour, and man, live they are just absolutely killer. They're so tight. They absolutely, they know what they're doing. They're great guys as well. So as I say, Ryan playing bass and also vocals, Leon on guitar and Cam on drums, and all three of them as a three-piece man, they're just so tight. They lock in. You can hear that they're having fun doing the music, which to me is the most important thing. That really comes across. And what's even cooler is the fact that I believe they're actually looking at doing another album at the moment. So yeah, can't wait to see where they take the next album. So look, as I say, if you haven't heard this album yet, please check it out. Ragdoll, they are an absolute killer band. Yeah, look, from everything I can tell, man, like it's not going to be long before they are much more well known than what they currently are. They absolutely deserve it. Absolutely killer players, absolutely really nice guys. Yeah, man, there's not much else I can say. So thanks for watching another episode of Scotty Reviews. If anyone, as I say, is local to the Perth area, and you'd like me to check out your album or EP or whatever it is, send me some links, whatever. I don't expect people to give me free stuff. It'd be nice if they did, but I paid for all these, which to me it makes it even better. The fact that I've actually 100% willing to fork out my own cash for this album. So as I say, I bought it on vinyl as well, and the vinyl experience is just, it takes it to a whole nother dimension. But anyways, what am I going to? I'm going to give it 9.5 out of 10 undies thrown on stage. The only reason I'm not giving it as a 10 is because in case the next album's even better, I need somewhere to go. So 9.5, 10 undies on stage. Yeah, check it out, guys. Thanks for watching. And as I say, if you want me to check out your gear, send me some links. Send me a message, hit me up. More than happy to have a look at it. So, all right, cheers, guys. See ya.